Hello buddies, happy Yuletide celebrations and everything. So the other day I showed you all how you can make your own beans flour from scratch. So today I want to show you how you can use that beans flour to make akara or bean balls. Okay, how you can turn your beans flour to make akara. In case you don't have your normal process, you don't want to pass through the normal process of making your akara from scratch, or you already had beans flour at home. So this is how you make your beans flour akara. So for this recipe I'll be using 1 cup of the beans flour that I made. Now what you need is warm water, not too hot, not too cold. You need warm water. I made a video and showed you all how to make warm water. Go and watch that video so you understand the difference between lukewarm water and warm water. You can as well use lukewarm water as well, it will work fine. So when you add your warm water, I first added half cup of the warm water. Next I added 1/4 cup of the warm water. Okay, and make sure that I combine everything. You don't need to add all your water at once so that it will not become runny. Okay, so you need to be adding your water gradually so that it's going to form a kind of batter that has lighter consistency but it's not runny. Okay, so after mixing I added extra 1 tablespoon of water and I had this. Okay, so at this point what I did was to cover it to rest for up to 30 minutes to 1 hour. I think mine took up to 1 hour, so 30 minutes is okay, 1 hour is okay, because the reason my own took up to that 1 hour was I was busy doing something else, so it took up to 1 hour. So once after you are done, or after the 1 hour or 30 minutes, you start adding other ingredients you want to add. I will advise you use wet prep or wet ingredients like fresh pepper and onion, but at this point I discovered that I do not have fresh pepper, so I use this red chili flakes. Okay, so if you have fresh pepper, please use it. It's going to add more moisture into the batter and also add kind of color. Like if you have shombo or tatashe, that is red bell pepper or cayenne pepper, they are going to add more color to the stuff you're making. Add your salt and add your seasoning cube, okay, or your seasoning powder. Then you also add some vegetable oil. You can add like 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, but here I added 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Added my onions, my chopped onions. So once I was done, I discovered that the consistency is a little bit thick than I wanted it, so I added extra half tablespoon of water. Okay, then I combine. I need to whisk this thing very well so that you can incorporate air into it. Okay, so once I was done, I set my oil to heat up to medium temperature. I don't want to use my hands to mold it, so I went ahead to use my ice cream scoop to mold it into to scoop it into the oil. The hot oil. You have to be regulating the heat of your oil so it doesn't burn and so it doesn't brown so quickly. Okay, so you basically, this took like 5 minutes to fry. Once they are light golden brown, you take them out from the oil and then you fry the next batch. One thing you should know about making all akara that are made with bean flour, they are entirely different from the ones made with normal process of washed beans with wet process. The wet process will give you more moist akara than the dry process. So that is one thing you should have in mind. So don't expect it to all be that wet. It's going to be soft, it's going to be fluffy, but it may come out a little bit not that wet. So don't expect it to be that wet. And secondly, you need to make sure that you keep it airtight after making it so that it will retain moistness. If not, it may quickly dry out if you leave it open, unlike the normal akara used in the wet process method. I hope this recipe helps you. See you in my next one.